Tom Holland and Zendaya were supposed to be enjoying a quiet moment away from the spotlight. But then cameras caught them. Inside a busy cafe in Lisbon, the couple appeared completely relaxed, surrounded by drinks, bags, and the ordinary chaos of a coffee shop. Tom stood near the barista in dark shorts, while Zendaya quietly checked her phone. Nothing dramatic, nothing staged, and somehow that made the moment even more fascinating. Because after months of intense public attention surrounding their relationship, fans were suddenly given a glimpse of something much more personal. Two global stars simply enjoying an ordinary moment together. And the reactions came almost instantly. Fans couldn't stop talking about how comfortable and perfectly matched they looked. But there is something even more interesting about this Lisbon sighting, because it comes at a particularly important moment in their lives. And that is where the story gets much more emotional. Imagine walking into a crowded cafe in Lisbon. People are ordering coffee. Friends are talking. Baristas are moving behind the counter. And then, somewhere in the middle of that ordinary scene, Tom Holland and Zendaya are simply there. No red carpet. No flashing photographers. No carefully prepared poses. Just a normal cafe moment. Tom appeared near the barista, dressed casually in dark shorts. Zendaya, meanwhile, seemed focused on her phone while surrounded by several drinks and bags. The scene was remarkably simple. Yet for fans who have followed their journey for years, simplicity can sometimes feel more meaningful than any glamorous appearance. Because this wasn't a performance. It was a glimpse into the quieter side of their lives. And that immediately made fans look closer. The internet didn't need a dramatic romantic gesture to become emotional. It was the smallest details that caught attention. Their relaxed body language, the comfortable atmosphere, the fact that they seemed completely at ease in an ordinary environment. One fan described them as looking so perfect enjoying their downtime. And that reaction captures exactly why the moment resonated so strongly. Tom and Zendaya have spent years living under an extraordinary level of public attention. Every appearance can become a headline. Every photograph can trigger thousands of comments. Every small interaction can be analyzed by fans around the world. So seeing them simply existing together felt different. It felt peaceful, almost intimate. And perhaps that is why the Lisbon cafe photos created such a strong emotional reaction. Fans weren't looking at two celebrities on a stage. They were looking at two people enjoying a quiet part of their day. But then there is the timing, and that makes the moment even more intriguing. The Lisbon sighting comes shortly after reports surrounding their private wedding in England earlier this month. Their relationship has always attracted enormous attention, but the couple has also shown a strong desire to protect their personal lives. That contrast is important, because while the world wants to know everything about them, Tom and Zendaya have repeatedly kept many of their most meaningful moments away from public view. That makes casual sightings like this feel incredibly rare. Instead of giving fans a carefully produced glimpse into their lives, the cafe moment appeared completely spontaneous. And whether they were simply taking a break or enjoying time together during a trip, the atmosphere looked remarkably peaceful. For fans, that may be the most beautiful part. After so much attention, perhaps they simply wanted something normal. A coffee, a quiet conversation, a few hours without cameras, and a little freedom from the enormous expectations that come with being one of the world's most recognizable celebrity couples. But Lisbon may not be the only reason this moment is attracting attention, because another possibility has fans looking toward their professional future. While their personal lives continue to fascinate audiences, Tom Holland and Zendaya remain two of Hollywood's most closely watched young stars. And recently, Susan Egan, known for her voice role in Disney's Hercules, expressed support for the idea of Tom and Zendaya becoming involved in a potential live-action remake of the beloved story. For fans, that possibility is naturally exciting. Just imagine seeing the two of them share the screen in a completely different kind of story. Not as Peter Parker and MJ. Not as the couple everyone already knows. But as characters inside another major cinematic world. Of course, support for an idea is not confirmation of a casting decision. There is no reason to treat the possibility as established news. But it is enough to make fans imagine what could happen. And that is one of the reasons Tom and Zendaya remain such a powerful celebrity pairing. Their chemistry already has a huge international audience. Their individual careers continue to grow, and every new possibility involving them together immediately creates excitement. Still, perhaps their most interesting story isn't happening on a movie set at all. It may be happening in the quiet moments between everything else. The Lisbon cafe scene may eventually disappear beneath the next wave of celebrity headlines. But for fans, the image may remain memorable for a very simple reason. It looked real. There was no dramatic entrance, no elaborate styling, no obvious attempt to create a viral moment. Just Tom Holland and Zendaya, apparently enjoying a peaceful part of their day. And perhaps that is exactly what fans wanted to see. After years of watching their relationship through premieres, interviews, photographs, and major entertainment events, there is something incredibly refreshing about seeing them in an ordinary setting. A crowded cafe, a phone in hand, a few drinks on the table, a casual outfit, and two people seemingly enjoying the moment. For a global celebrity couple, normality can be incredibly rare. And when millions of people are watching your every move, a quiet afternoon can become something surprisingly precious. That may be why the reaction was so emotional. Fans weren't simply excited to see Tom and Zendaya. They were happy to see them seemingly comfortable, happy, and away from the pressure of the spotlight. Maybe that is the real story behind the Lisbon photographs. Not a dramatic revelation, not a shocking announcement, but a tiny glimpse of peace. And sometimes, that can mean more than anything else. Tom Holland and Zendaya have spent years navigating a world where even the smallest moment can become global news. Yet in Lisbon, they appeared to find something wonderfully ordinary. A quiet cafe, a few drinks, a phone, and time away from the noise. Whether this was simply a peaceful stop during their travels or part of a new chapter in their lives, fans clearly felt something special when they saw those images. Because sometimes, the most powerful celebrity moments aren't the ones happening under bright lights. They're the ones that happen when nobody seems to be performing. And now, one question remains. Do you think Tom and Zendaya looked happier because they were finally enjoying a quiet moment away from the spotlight?